What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here inside of the nerdy realm in the multiverse. We have finally got the official first trailer for the Moon Knight series coming out this year. Moon Knight will be the first piece of content we get this year when it comes to Marvel, being that it premieres on March 30th. Let's get into breaking this trailer down and seek out some hidden Easter eggs as well. Let's begin with the first clip of the trailer.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
In this first clip, we can hear Oscar Isaac, who will be playing Moon Knight in this series, talking about how he doesn't know the difference between his dreams and when he's awake. This is a little nod towards the character's dissociative identity disorder, as well as his other mental health issues. Let's move on to the next part of the trailer.
I think I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen.
In this clip of the trailer, we can see that the character is an employee at a museum in London. Now, this is really interesting as we know Dane Whitman from the Eternals movie, who is set to become the Black Knight character and team up with Blade, is an employee at another museum not so far from this one. This could possibly lead to a trio team up between these three characters, Moon Knight, Black Knight, and Blade, or it could lead to the Midnight Suns. We hear another employee that is working at this museum talking to who we now know as Steven, one of the many different identities of the Moon Knight character, Marc Spector being the main one that we know from the comics. Now on to the next bit of the trailer.
I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Now, this part of the trailer is huge. We get some shots of Steven looking in a mirror as there is reflections of the Moon Knight in full costume. We then see Steven in an elevator as the lights flicker, and we see Khonshu. Khonshu is the Egyptian god of the moon and is the one who possesses Steven, or Marc Spector. This is ultimately what turns him into the anti-hero vigilante known as Moon Knight. Moon Knight seems to be going down the comic accuracy route, as Khonshu looks to be very similar to his appearances in the Marvel comics. This was awesome to see in only the first trailer. Now let's move on to the next part of the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark?
In these clips of the trailer, we see Steven in a museum, likely to be the same museum that he works at. We can see in this shot as he walks away from some artifacts. He walks away, but his reflection in the glass stays. This is yet another glimpse at the dissociative identity disorder. This could also take place after the possession from Khonshu. Steven hears a phone ringing and answers it. As there is a girl on the other line, she sounds shocked and surprised that he is alive, and then calls him Mark. He reacts scared and confused and asks her why she called him Mark. This is obviously another reference to the DID part of the character and the main identity that we know from the comics as Marc Spector. Moving on.
It must be very difficult. The voice in your head. Shut up! There's chaos in you.
In this part of the trailer, we get shots of Ethan Hawke, who will be playing the villain or a villain of the series, as it seems he is some sort of cult leader as people bow down to him in the streets, as he talks to Marc about how there is chaos in him, showing that he knows about the DID and possibly the vigilante side of the character. We also get some shots of Marc completely freaking out, smashing glass and freaking out in what seems to be some type of facility that he is being kept in. The captions of the trailer show Ethan Hawke's character to be named Arthur Harrow, a villain to Moon Knight who showed up in about only one comic run. Moving on to the next part of the trailer.
Embrace the chaos.
As Marc is driving an ice cream truck, we see what seems to be him popping out of one identity and into another, as he seems confused as to why he has a gun in his hand. Now, there seems to be a little Easter egg in this truck, as the boxes in the truck read off Von Doom Cream. We aren't sure what the last word is, but it definitely says Von Doom, which is an Easter egg to the character and villain Dr. Doom. I'm sure this doesn't mean anything, as Dr. Doom has no tie-ins with Moon Knight, and it's just a little Easter egg. We see pyramids, and Marc seems to be in one of these pyramids in one of the shots as well. This is pointing towards the major Egyptian influence behind the character and what is going to be in the series. We see Marc running, as it seems he is being chased by something. There are moon silhouettes visible on the floor, obviously being the main symbol for the character, being that he was possessed and resurrected by the Egyptian moon god Khonshu in the comics. We got a really cool shot of how the costume actually comes into play. The costume seems very symbiotic as it forms around Marc's body, as the symbiotes would form around their host. Let's move on to the final part of the trailer. Now, this final shot of the trailer is definitely the huge money shot for sure. We see Moon Knight in full costume beating up some type of creature in a destroyed bathroom. Now, this creature could be one of two things, we think. This could be Anubis, another Egyptian figure, or this could be a werewolf. In the comics, Moon Knight actually hunts werewolves and other creatures. This series is also rumored to be the first appearance of the character Werewolf by Night, who is set to get his own Halloween special on Disney Plus soon. His first appearance being in Moon Knight's series would make a lot of sense, as Moon Knight's actual first appearance in the comics was in a Werewolf by Night comic run. We then see the full costume, and wow, this suit looks amazing. The wrappings and the glowing eyes are really cool, and you can really feel and see the Egyptian influence on this suit and the series. The series is now confirmed to start streaming on March 30th. I cannot wait for this series. Moon Knight is by far my most anticipated Marvel series coming out this year, especially because Moon Knight is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Now that we have broken down the first trailer for this series, there are a lot of rumors regarding this series actually, whether it's possible cameos like the Punisher showing up, or some very well-known people directing certain episodes, such as George Clooney. With all of that being said, let us know what you think about the trailer and how excited you are for this series in the comments down below. As always, thank you all for watching. If you are feeling extra nerdy today, make sure to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button with notifications turned on to help support the channel and to get more nerdy content from us. We will see you all the next time that we go through and explore the nerdy multiverse.